Hey guys, I'm Justin Walter.
And I'm Evangeline Fabia.
And this is a very special episode of
Let's Go LA.
Now today we are at the Santa Fe Dam Recreation Area in Irwindale, California.
To celebrate the 51st annual Renaissance Fair.
Now this is when LA County takes medieval times and brings it to the modern day world through a whole lot of fun activities.
There's a lot of music going on right now. We have some characters behind us and all around us. And I think I might get dressed up as one of them.
I think you will too. And you know what? We're also going to get a stab at archery and knife throwing. So you know what I always love to say, my lady?
What do you like to say, my liege?
Let's go.
All in the ready?
Aye, sir. The maple is dressed with the finest ribbons. The gardens have the most beautiful flowers. Our stages have been prepared and our city has been painted.
Oh, we have tunes to turn.
All right. This is going to be so much fun.
Yes, we are ready to get into medieval times.
The term Renaissance means to be reborn, and what better way to express your individuality than through what you wear? Standing next to me is Julie McMillan, who is the Renaissance extraordinaire, who will tell me all about the clothing during that era.
Absolutely.
What I'm seeing here is many different colorful clothing, all the way from little layers to heavy layers, and I'm assuming the people that wore the heaviest layer was high society.
Indeed. Now you must remember back in 1574 when the fair is, we were going through an ice age. So the average temperature was in the 40s. So the more layers you had, the warmer you were, since all we had were fireplaces to keep us warm.
Did women always wear corsets?
Not indeed. Indeed, the corset was created by men in the army, because imagine a very large piece of plate mail on your stomach. There's going to be a little bit of chafing. So what they did was they took boning, just small pieces of metal, wrapped that in double layered canvas, fabric, etc. So that would create a protective barrier so that then you could put the plate mail on top of that, no chafing. Now, women saw how shapely that made them, and they took it for a fashion statement as opposed to the functionality that it was when it was part of the army.
So originally it wasn't just for style, it was like to protect yourself.
Exactly, it was actually armor.
Right? So if someone was to come to the fair, do you recommend them to come in costume, or can they come here and dress up themselves?
What I recommend is that you be comfortable so that you can come here and play.
Here. So I see there's a clothing store behind me.
There is, in
Let's
fact.
go find some clothes and get into the spirit of the Renaissance era.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go. So Chris is going to help me find some lovely attire, right? I believe we're going to start with a bodice.
Yes, for sure.
Exactly. Tell me exactly what is a bodice. What's the difference between a bodice and a corset?
A corset ties in the back, whereas a bodice ties in the front. So for more poor people, they wouldn't have servants, so they'd have to tie it themselves. Okay, so that one's going to be a perfect fit, because you want a little bit of a gap.
So Julie, how do I look?
You look fabulous.
Well, hello, my lady.
Oh, who's this? Who's all dressed up? You
I got
look
in
good.
costume as well.
Someone's ready to play here at the fair too.
Yes, how do we look?
You look lovely.
Do we fit the part today?
Definitely.
All right, so you ready to go explore the fair, Evangeline?
Let's keep going.
Let's go. Oh. it's a high five.
This place looks almost familiar,
It is
but
familiar,
not.
isn't it?
Technically, we have been here before.
We have been to Santa Fe Dam before. Remember we came here in the past?
Yeah.
We did paddleboarding. We did
Fishing.
biking.
I caught
Fishing.
something. I remember.
There's so much to do here, but you know what's crazy? I wouldn't even recognize that this is Santa Fe Dam.
They've transformed the Santa Fe Dam into something amazing, a playfair for everyone.
I feel like I'm in a different world, don't you?
Well, we are.
We are.
Let's join them. There's so many things here to see at the fair.
I know.
To do.
And I feel right at home in our costumes. I'm here at the archery range, and joining me now is Moses Lopez, who is the archery expert. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank
So
you for having me.
let's talk a little bit about archery in the context of the Renaissance. What was the significance behind archery?
Well, the archery, the bow itself actually changed war in itself in that time period. It was the first long-range weapon that they had. They could attack from afar rather than face to face.
So used as a weapon, what about in terms of living? Was it used for,
Yes.
obviously for hunting and other aspects?
Small game, deer. Yeah, it definitely changed the way they lived.
And what about, did people use it for recreation?
Yes, contests for different things. They had to prove their worth. So if you were a good archer, you were favored by the queen.
Can you teach me how to do archery?
Definitely.
All right, let's do it. So can you teach us the basics of how to do archery?
Sure, you're both right-handed.
We're both
correct?
right-handed, so what do we do?
You're going to stand with your feet apart, facing me,
Okay,
straight out. Hands up and elbow out. Twist the elbow out.
okay,
That way the arrow doesn't smack your arms, okay?
okay.
Notice it has a grip, okay?
Yep.
You're gonna let it sit right into your grip, okay? With a finger above and two below, you're gonna pull with the first digit, pulling the string and the least amount of contact on the actual arrow. Elbow up,
This?
you're gonna pull with this arm and this muscle here, pulling all the way to your cheek. Okay, pull it all the way to your cheek, all the
okay.
way to your cheek.
Okay.
Aim and take fire.
Do it.
Fire! Huzzah! Fire, woman!
Oh!
Huzzah!
Let's see if we can get a bullseye.
All the way back, ready?
All the way to your cheek.
He's already got
Let
his
go.
Malone,
Yes!
keep your tips forward.
Smells like food cooking for a feast.
Good day.
Good day.
What are we
ladies.
cooking here?
What are you making?
Potatoes.
Oh, the best part about the fair is the food.
I
They
mean,
have
look
so
at
many
it.
different options, meat all the way to vegetarian
And
options.
they even have gluten-free options.
It was a fine day, my lord.
And you know what? I can get used to you calling me
But
that.
that's only going to happen once a year.
Once a year, we're gonna come back to the Ren Fair, but you can actually come here for over 7 weeks. And you know what? This is the Santa Fe Dam Recreation Area. We've been here before, Evangeline, but do you even recognize it?
No.
No, it's transformed into medieval times. So definitely check out more information at renfair.com.
But you know, the fun doesn't stop there. You can go paddle boating, you can swim, you can go fishing.
You can rent bikes. There are so many activities to do here at the Santa Fe Dam Recreation Area. It's an LA County gem, so come check it out at 15501 East E.Arrow Highway in Irwindale, California.
Or visit us online at parks.lacounty.gov.
And my lady,
Yes,
you
my
know
lady?
what we always like to say.
Let's go, LA.